Okay. So, I assume na nabasa nyo na to kasi ito yung yung nasa first activity nyo, last retrieval. So, let us start with the first term, which is lender or creditor. So, ang definition natin dito ay it is a person or institution who invests the money or makes the funds available. So, example ng lender natin, mga nagpapautang, pwede siyang tao, pwede siyang institution. Halimbawa, institution, bangko, or mga lending company. Halimbawa ngaya is BDO, ano pa, BPI, pwede rin ang home credit. Ang tawag sa kanila, lender or creditor. Ang borrower naman or debtor, pwede rin siyang person or institution who owes the money or avails of the funds from the lender. Sa Bicol, ini nag-utang. Ang po naman is borrower or debtor. Origin naman or loan date on which money is received by the borrower. So very self-explanatory. This is the date kung mo ari na receive so money kang borrower. Next is the repayment. Pero usually, ang ginagamit na term is the maturity date. This is the date on which the money borrowed or loan is to be completely repaired. Repaired. Say for example, nagborrow ka ngaya, ngunya na February 14, 2022, ang amount is, sabi yun ng 50,000 pesos. And you're going to pay this for 5 years. Ang maturity date mo yan is after 5 years. So kung 2022, this will be 2027. Ang maturity date mo is February 14, 2027. This is the origin or loan date, and this is your maturity date or the repayment date. Now, ang term naman or the time denoted by small letter t, this is the amount of time in years. Take note, t is in term of years. The money is borrowed or invested. Length of the time between the origin and the maturity date. So in this example, ang term natin dito is 5 years. Next. By the way, ang investor pala, ang tawag din sa kanila is lender or creditor. Halimbawa ngayon, nag-invest ka sa bangko. Halimbawa, nag-invest ka sa bangko or nag-save ka sa bangko ki 1 million pesos. Ika so lender. And so bangko, siya ang borrower. Again, pag investor ka or nag-save kang money sa bangko, ika ang lender or the creditor and the bangko, siya ang magiging borrower or debtor. Okay, next, principal denoted by caps lock P. This is the amount of money borrowed or invested on the origin date. So sa example kanina, ang principal amount natin is 50,000 pesos. Since yun yung amount na hiniram or tig-loan. Ang principal, pwede siyang amount ng money na hiniram mo, tig-save mo, or tig-invest mo. Next,
talaga siya
the rate is denoted by a small letter R. Annual rate, usually in percent, charged by the lender, or it is the rate of increase of investment. Iyon na ini. So, kung perang percent, so tubo na makukuha kang lender or creditor. This is in percent. And we have here interest, which is denoted by capital I. This is the amount paid or earned for the use of money. Say for example, nag-utang ka ngayang 50,000. Sabihin ta ngayang ang binayad mo is 60,000. Ang interest dyan, piraso dagdag. Nagutang kang 50,000, naging 60, ang dagdag dyan is 10,000 pesos. So, ang 10,000 pesos na patong, that is the interest na tigaapod. Now, meron tayong tinatawag na simple interest and compound interest. Before that, ini mo ng maturity value or future value. Ang maturity value or the future value denoted by capital F, this is the amount after years that the lender receives from the borrower on the maturity date. Halimbawa, nag-utang ka, pag sinamit ang maturity value or future value, pera na ang babayadan mo, gabos-gabos, after kang due date. So example kanina, halimbawa, nag-utang kang 50,000, ang babayadan mo gabos-gabos is 60,000. Ini ang future value. Kumbaga, magiging pera na so inutang mo. Magiging pera na so pinautang mo. Magiging pera na so tig-save mo. Magiging pera na so tig-invest mo. That is the future value denoted by capital F. Meron din tayong tinatawag na simple and compound interest. So, pag sinabi natin simple interest, this is an interest computed on the principal and then added to it. So, ang formula naman lang for simple interest, kung matatandaan nindo, that is interest is equal to PRT. Principal times rate times the time. Ang tiga-compute lang digdi is kumperang taon. Halimbawa, nag-utang ka ngayang 50,000. Ang rate of interest mo is, sabihin tang 2%. So, in decimal, ang 2%, that is 0.02. Ang RDD perming nakadecimal value. And T, sabihin tang 5 years. So, i-compute mo lang ini, that will be the interest. So, say for example, 50,000 times 0.02 times 5 is equal to 5,000. So, ang interest mo is 5,000. Now, pera sa future value. Since ang principal mo is 50,000, ang interest mo is 5,000, all in all, after 5 years, ang babayadan mo, 55,000. Yan, tiga-apod tang future value. This is for simple interest. Ang interest is per year based from the principal amount. Ang compound interest naman, interest is computed on the principal and also on the accumulated past interest. So digdi, bako siya bako siya based sa principal amount. Halimbawa ngaya, ito. Halimbawa ngaya, so kanina, 50,000 for simple interest. I-compare ta sa simple versus the compound interest. So simple interest, kabago ang na-compute ta, ang interest niya is 5,000. All in all, ang babayadan niya 55,000. This is using the PRT for the interest. Sa compound interest naman, okay, the same scenario, 50,000 ang inutang mo, ang rate mo is 2%, and ang time mo is 5 years mo din siya. Nagutang kang 50,000, 2%, ang rate mo, compounded annually, since this is compound interest, and babayadan mo siya sa laog ting 5 taon. Now, ilingon ta kung arin ang mas maray. Is it the simple interest or the compound interest? Now, imano-mano ta ang pag-compute. Iya pa. Ngani masabutan kung ano ang pinagkaiba kang compound interest and the simple interest. So, sa compound interest, okay, 50,000, matubo siya ki 2%. This is your first year. Year 1. So, ang 50,000 times 0.02, that is 1,000. That is your first year. So, halimbawa, nagutang kang 50,000, gusto mo na siyang bayadan after 1 year, ang babayadan mo lang 51,000. Now, di mo pa ngayon siya nabayadan for the first year. Sa second year mo, pang 2 taon kang pag-utang mo, di ba gaano, 51,000 na ini. 51,000. Ang pag-compute para sa second year na pag-utang mo, since di mo siya binayaran for the first year, tigdi ka na sa accumulated amount, which is 51,000. Diyan naman matubo ki 2%. So 51,000 times 0.02, 1,020. So kung gusto mo na siyang bayadan for the second year, ang babayadan mo na gabos-gabos, 51,000 plus 1,020, 52,000. 52,020 pesos. Now, di ka pa ngayon nakabayad for the third year, for the second year. Gusto mo pang 3 taon. So, tigdi ka sa accumulated amount, 52,020 pesos, digdi na matubo ki 2%. So, 52,020 times 0.02, ang babayadan mo, ang patong nakaan, 1,040.4. Now, pira gabos ang babayadan mo kung gusto mo na siyang bayadan sa pang 3 taon. I-add mo lang ining accumulated amount from the previous year plus su interest for the current year na 52,020 pesos plus 1,040.4. Ayun, mali na. 52,020 plus 1,040.4. Ang babayadan mo, 53,060.4. Now, di mo pa ngayon kayang bayadan. Pang-4 na taon, hindi na ma-compute, hindi na naman matubo. 2%. 53,060.4 times 0.02. That is 1,061.208. Now, pira na ngayon ang babayadan mo for the fourth year. 53,060.4. So, i-add na lang niya na 2, magiging na siyang 54,121.608. Now, for the 5th year, so accumulated amount from the previous year, dyan ma-interest with 2%, so times 0.02, 1,082 point, approximately, i-round off tayo ni sa 2 decimal. I-ready ang calculator, i-check kung tama ang pagka-compute ko. Iyo pa. So, for the 5th year, nagpatong siya ki 1,082.43. So, for the 5th year, ang babayadan mo na, plus ining 54,121.608 is equal to, ang babayadan mo, 55,204.04. Dapat pala, 2 decimal lang. Anyway, Pag money, ang tigurunan, i-ano talang na duwang decimal value. Sige pa. So, 0.04 pesos. So, after 5 years, for compound interest, ang babayadan mo is 55,204.04. Sa simple interest, okay, year 1 nga kita, year 1. Ang pag-compute digde, 50,000 times the 0.02. That is 1,000. For the second year, the same ang gagamitin mo. So, principal amount times 0.02. Perming principal amount ang gagamit digdi. And 3, 4, 5. 50,000 times 0.02. 1,000. 50,000 times 0.02, 1,000. For the fifth year, 50,000 times 0.02 is 1,000. So all in all, ang babayadan mo digdi is ining interest, which is 5,000 plus the 50,000. Kaya digdi 55,000 ang babayadan. So ari nang mas maray. Is it in this case, in this scenario, ang mas maray digdi kung ika ang nag-utang is the simple interest. Mas mababa siya ng 200 pesos compare sa compound interest. Pero kung ika ang nagpapautang, ika si lender, digdi ka na sa compound interest. Mas dakula ang tubo mo. Ito ang pinagkaiba kang simple and compound interest. For compound interest, no need kaining mano-mano na pag-compute. Ika kita ang formula para digdi. I-review na lang sa book yaon duman sa formula for compound interest. So that is the difference between the simple and compound interest. Okay. So digdi kita sa topic which is compounding more than once a year. Pag sinabi tang compounding more than once a year, ang interest bako siya accumulated per year. Bako siya once a year. So meaning 2 or more na beses siya magatubo sa sarong taon. So at the end of the lesson, you will be able to compute maturity value, interest, and present value, and solve problems involving compound interest when compound interest is computed more than once a year. So lesson outline natin is compounding more than once a year. We have here maturity value, interest, and present value when compound interest is computed more than once a year. Okay, so another definition of terms that you're going to encounter digdi sa compounding more than once a year. Siguro kita digdi, take note of ining mga letters na gagamiton ta. Number 1 is the frequency of conversion, denoted by a small m. Number of conversion period in 1 year. Halimbawa, ang conversion period na ngaya is semi-annually. Pag sinabi tang semi-annually, wait lang. Ini na lang. Pag sinabi tang semi-annually, 2 beses yan sa sarong taon. So pag sinabi tang 2 beses sa sarong taon, ang conversion period mo dyan is every 6 months. Ang frequency of conversion, meaning pirang beses siya, ang example ko semi-annual. Pag sinabi tang semi-annual, 2 beses sa sarong taon. Frequency of conversion, pirang beses siya mag-i-interest sa sarong taon. So in that example, ang M mo duman is 2. Kasi every 6 months, so 2, since we have 12 months, so 2 beses ma-interest. Pag sinabi ta naman na quarterly, ini na lang, ini na example. So compounded annually, sarong beses lang siya, once a year. Ang conversion period niya is 1 year. Ang compounded semi-annually, 2 beses sa sarong taon, so every 6 months. Pag quarterly naman, iko kitang 4 na quarter, kasarong taon, tigti 3 months. So every 3 months, pag sinabi ng quarterly. Pag monthly naman, meaning bulan-bulan. Since iko kitang 12 months for ini, this is for 1 year. Meaning frequency of conversion. So compounded monthly, 12 times na ma-interest. So principal amount. So that is per month or 1 month ang conversion period. Pag sinabi ito naman na daily, so we have 365 days. So 365 times siyang ma-interest, and that is 1 day or daily. That is frequency of conversion. Conversion or interest period, time between successive conversions of interest. Iyon na ini. Now, ini na 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, 1 day. So interval. Halimbawa, annually, ang interval mo kan 1 year. Pag semi-annually, ang interval mo kan 6 months, every 6 months. Ang quarterly naman, ang interval mo kan every 3 months. Kung monthly, ang interval mo, tigwa 1 month. Kung daily, ang interval mo, tigwa 1 day. That is conversion or interest period. Total number of conversion period is the frequency of conversion times time in year, MT. Halimbawa ngayon, ang compounding period niya is quarterly. Quarterly for 5 years. Quarterly for 5 years. So, ini ang compounding period. Pero ang total number of conversion. Pirang beses siya magatubo all and all. So, iga kita digding N, this is the total number of conversion. M is the frequency of conversion times the time. So, if this is quarterly, ang frequency of conversion ta is 4. 4 bagang quarterly. Times pirang year, 5. So, ang total number of conversion mo dyan is 20. Meaning, 20 beses magatubo sa laog kilimang taon. Now, the nominal rate naman is the annual. Take note, this is annual rate of interest. Pero ang interest sa sarong taon. Next, rate denoted by J. Ibang rate ini ha. Rate of interest for each conversion period. Kung per quarter, pira ang interest per quarter. Ining I raised to M, pira ang interest sa sarong taon. So meaning, halimbawa, annual rate of interest kaya, ang annual rate mo ngaya is 5%. For quarterly, so ang J mo dyan, so since ang sarong taon, 5%, 0.05. Per quarter, since quarterly ang tiga-tukoy, ang frequency of conversion kang quarterly is 4. So ang J mo digdi is 0.05 divided by 4. That is 0.0125. That is this is the rate of interest per quarter. Ang again, ining 0.05, this is the annual. Ini sa annual rate sa sarong taon. Sana clear. So, pinagkaiba kang J tsaka yung I raised to M. Okay. Ini so J. Ining pang 1, 2, 3. Ining third column. This is the J. Now, if 2% compounded annually. So, ini baga so annual. Annually, I mean, ini so rate per annum. Pag sinabing per annum, that is per year. Annually is 1. So, ang J mo dyan, 0.02 divided by 1 is the same, 0.02 or 2%. the same 2% semi-annually, that this is twice a year. So divided by 2, that is 0.01. So every 6 months, ang interest is 1%. Compounded quarterly, so 0.02 divided by 4, since 4 ang frequency of conversion ng quarterly. So 0.005 or 5% or 0.5%. Ang pag-convert naman, i-move mo lang ini duwang decimal point. 0.5%. So meaning, ang interest is 0.5% per quarter or every 3 months. Next, compounded monthly. 2% compounded monthly. So 2% divided by 12 kasi monthly siya, di 12. 0.0016. Repeating ang 6. Or 0.17, approximately 17%. Okay. Every month, this is the interest. Next, compounded daily, this is 0.02 divided by 365. Pag nag-input ka mo sa formula, pag alabaw ng decimal, i-retain nyo lang ini. Especially ining nag-round off. Nag-round off lang kita sa final answer. Dahil pwedeng mag-round off upon substitution. Ngani, wala kitang discrepancy sa final answer. Kasi pag nag-round off ka, digdi pa lang, may iba na sa decimal value sa final answer. So, ngani, hindi ka mo especially arog ka ini, hindi ka mo mag-input pag nag-substitute pa lang sa formula, digdi. This is your J. Ini yan na part. Di ka mo digdi mag-substitute, kina-round off na. I-substitute nindo, ini mismo na 0.02 over 12. Ma-substitute na ka mo duman, ma-substitute ka mo duman ki-decimal, pag di ka mo nag-round off. Halimbawa, araw ka ni, 0.005, 0.01, 0.02. Pero, sa case ka araw ka ining nag-round off, halimbawa, 0.02 divided by 365. Alaba unon, ini na lang ang ilang duman. Ini. Then, input sa calculator. Mamaya, tuturuan ko kung paano. Okay. We have here the formula in finding the maturity value for compounding more than once a year. So, we have here F for the maturity value is equal to the principal times the quantity 1 plus, this is J raised to M times T. So, in-explain ko na so mga definition kaining or representation kang mga letters na yaon digdi sa formula. Okay, example. Find the maturity value and interest if 10,000 is deposited in a bank at 2% compounded quarterly for 5 years. Okay. Compounding more than once. Paano pala maaaraman kung compounding more than once a year siya or bako? Digde sa problem. Compounded quarterly. Stated na quarterly. So meaning, compounding more than once a year. Pag nakalagyan compounded annually, di suinot na formula ang gagamitin nindo. So sa previous na activity, ito ang gagamitin nindong formula. So digdi, ang gagamitin tang formula is F is equal to P times 1 plus J raised to, ano ba yun, MT? Ang MT natin is N. Raised to N. This is MT baga na? Or P is equal to 1 plus, ang J natin is IM over, ayun, over M raised to MT. Ganyan. They are just the same. Ini lang sutig shorten. Okay. So, digdi, ay ito pala may solution. Ang gigibuhon nindo is ma-substitute kita, diretso tayo digdi sa formula. F is equal to, ang principal value natin is Pinangastig deposit. Ang deposit is 10,000. So, principal is 10,000 times 1 plus interest annually is 2%. So, 0.02 divided by ang quarterly natin is 4 over M. Ang M natin is kung ano nga ni ang M? Ini. This is quarterly. So, 4. Perang taon, the T is 5. So, F is equal to 10,000 plus 1 plus. I-divide ta ang 0.02 by 4 kung bako siya alabaw ng decimal. So, 0.02 divided by 4 is 0.005. Di ka malagdig ki percentage po. It should be in decimal. 4 times 5 is 20. Pero may inuton so na sa laog kang kang parenthesis. So, F is equal to 10,000 plus 1 plus 0.005, that is 1 plus, sorry, mali. 1 plus 0.005 is 1.005 raised to 20. Now, aring digdang iinuton. Siyempre, so naka-exponent. So, kaipon digding calculator, tabi iyo, day ni kaya kimano-mano. Kaya man gyud kimano-mano, pero it will take so much time. So, iinuton ta ini. Pag-arog ka ini, ang gibunin do, duro diretso na sa calculator. Halimbawa, 1.005 raised to 20, tapos i-equals nindo. I-ready sa calculator, tabi iya, tapos give me the final answer. I-input sa calculator, 1.005 raised to 20, tapos ipinduton sa equals, tapos pinduton sa plus 10,000, tapos i-equal gila yun. And isararuan ang pang-round off. Give me the final answer with 2 decimal value. You can give the final answer. Ay, sorry, times pala ito. Wait. Hindi siya plus. Ulitin natin. Ito pala, times. Nalagyan ko ng plus. Okay.
11,048.96.
Parehas. Compute kayo sa sa calculator.
Opo, ma'am.
Okay, so 11,048.96 pesos. Since this is pesos, dapat may peso sign. So ang future value is 11,048.96 pesos. Now, peraso interest. From 10,000, ang babayadan mo, naging 11,000. Pero yan supatong. So, isusubtract mo lang. 11,048.96 minus 10,000. Ang interest mo dyan is 1,048.96 pesos. This is the future value. This is the interest. Okay, next example. Find the maturity value and interest if 10,000 is deposited in a bank at 2% compounded monthly for 5 years. Okay, let us see. Formula natin for future value. So, you are going to find the F, P. Should be I. You're going to find for the interest and the future value. So, interest times 1 plus the annual interest divided by M raised to M times T. So, principal natin is the same, 10,000 plus 1. Ang IM natin is 2%, so 0.02 divided by M. Since this is monthly, ang M natin is 12. M times T, so ang M natin is 12 times T, 5. So F is equal, may plus na naman ako. Sorry. Wala palang plus. That should be multiply. Okay. So inutun so nasa parenthesis 10,000. 1 plus, let us check if 0.02 divided by 12 is not repeating. So repeating ini. So ang gigibuhunin do, kopyahon lang ini. Divided by, I raised to 12 times 5 is 60. Pag day kaya kang calculator na idiretso, na arog mismo ka ng itsura, may mga calculator kaya, especially sa mga nakakasyo, 991 ES Plus, pwede yan i-input na exactly the same or other, other brand ng calculator. So iba kaya, parang parallel siya, dahil siya makakaarog kay ni. Ang gigibuhunin do, ini mo na. 0.02. I-ready po ang calculator, i-compute niya. So, especially sa mga day kayang i-input ining eksaktong araw kay ini. Pag gigibuhunin do, ini mo na 0.02 divided by 12. Tapos i-equals plus 1 equals naman exponent. Ang exponent dyan, so araw kay ining symbol. Exponent 60. Tapos equals naman. Tapos times, ini na, 10,000. Tapos equals. Give me the final answer. Jasmine. Pwede mag-unmute para madangog. Jasmine, you are raising your hand. Hindi ka naririnig. Okay. Ganito ha ang iinuton. 0.02 divided by 12. I-click nindo sa equals, maluwas dyan sa answer. Pag nagluwas sa answer, i-click sa plus 1. Tapos i-click naman sa equals. May maluwas na naman na answer. Pag may nagluwas na answer, i-click nindo sa arog kaan, tapos 60. Tapos i-click na naman sa equals, may maluwas na answer. So answer, i-multiply sa, i-click sa times 10,000, i-click sa equal, maluwas sa final answer. Inang tigahanap ko, the final answer. Can give me the final answer. Di ko sure kung para sa digde. 11,000.
50.79.
Exactly the same digde. Who has ibang answer? Siyang may parehas na answer. Wala, pareha. So I assume na parehas ang nakuha din do. So the future value is 11,050.79 pesos. So the interest is 11,050.79 minus the principal 10,000. So ang interest natin is 1,050.79 pesos. This is the interest. Next. Okay. Present value. Ang tigahanap na digdi is the principal value. Ali man lang siya digdi. Ayan, ali siya digdi sa original. Ang formula baga, F is equal to P times 1 plus IM over M times MT. Ina-derive yan ali digdi. So, to solve for P, we have to divide both sides by 1 plus IM over M raised to MT. Digdiman sa other side, 1 plus I raised to M over M raised to MT. So, makakancel ini. Ang matatata digdi P is equal to ini na F over 1 plus IM over M raised to MT, which is unini na siya. This is the formula in finding the principal amount. Ang tiganap is the principal amount. So, example. Other term for principal amount is the present value. Find the present value of 50,000 due in 4 years if money is invested at 12% compounded semi-annually. Now, so, iningunta, so mga given, we have here the 50,000. Find the present value of 50,000. So, meaning, this is the future value. Pero dating amount kay ni 50,000. So that is future value. T is 4 years, so that is 4. Annual interest is 12%. In decimal, that is 0.12. So present value is equal to the principal amount, meaning F, 50,000 divided by 1 plus I raised to M, iniso annual interest of 0.12 divided by M, since this is compounded semi-annually, this is twice a year or every 6 months, so this is 2. Kasi twice a year siya. Raised to M, T, M times T, that is 2, times ang T natin is 4. So this is equal to 50,000 divided by 1 plus 0.12 divided by 2. Okay, pwede siya. 0.06 raised to 2 times 4 is 8. So, i-ano pa natin? Palitin pa natin. So, 50,000 divided by 1 plus 0.06 is 1.06 raised to 8. Now, sa calculator, kung day kaya i-input ining buo, pwede nindong gibuhon, i-click ining 1.06 raised to 8. Thus, i-click so equal, malos dyan so answer. Tapos, pag yaw na so answer, mag-retype ka ulit, 50,000, tapos divided by, hanapon mo dyan sa calculator mo, so A and S. Igo dyan sa calculator, sa baba part ata na A and S. Click mo ito. So, 50, dapat ang input dyan, ang yaon sa screen dapat nito, 50,000 divided by A and S. Ang A and S sa titutukoy, so, previous na answer is equal to, yan, malawa so answer. Give me the final answer. Pera. You can give the final answer. Since we are talking about the present value, ang tigahanap ta, and given is the future value, ang answer mo should be less than 50%. Kasi ining 50%, future value na siya, may tubo na ini. Dinagdag na dito sa tubo. Ang apot iti pera. So inutang. Or pera so tig-invest. Pera so principal amount. Pera siya, bago siya mag 50,000. Pera po ang answer. Jansel.
31,370.62.
Ipares dige. 31,370 point. Nag-compute ka sa calculator, Jansen?
Opo.
31,370 pesos and 62 cents. Ini so principal amount. As you can see, mas ababa siya dito sa future value. This is your P. Okay, next. Okay. So what is the present value? So P pa din ang tigahanap. Ang formula kang P is equal to F over 1 plus I M over M raised to MT. Tama ba? Okay. So let us identify the given. So what is the present value of 25,000? So that is the future value due in 2 years and 6 months. If money is worth 10% compounded quarterly. So ang I raised to M natin is itong 10% or 0.10. 2 years and 6 months. Okay. Again, dapat ang T mo digdi is in years. So paano siya naging 1/2? Ang 2 years mo digdi, dati na siyang 2. Now, ang 6 months, nga ni ma-convert mo siya into years. 6 divided by 12. Perming 12 kasi 12 years, ay 12 months in 1 year. So 6 over 12, that is 1/2 or 0.5. So i-add mo ining duwa, so 2 years. 2 years and 0.5 years or year. Ang 0.5, that is the 6 months. So meaning, ang T mo digdi is 2.5 years. So gamiton ta is in decimal, nga ni madali. In decimal ang gamiton ta, nga ni madali digdi sa pag-substitute nindo sa calculator. Now, so principal is equal to F, which is 25,000 divided by 1 plus ang I ta digdi is, ang IM is 0.10. Ang M ta, since this is quarterly, this is 4 divided, raised to MT. So ang M digdi is 4. Ang T is 2.5. So 2.5. So equals 25,000 divided by 1 plus, let us see, 0.10 divided by 4. Okay. 0.025. Di kita nag-round off digha. Again, di mag-round off. Nag-round off lang sa final answer. 4 times 2.5, that is 10. Equals 25,000. Inuton so na sa parenthesis. This is 1.025 raised to 10. Give me the final answer. Ini mo na, 1.025 raised to 10. So answer digdi, i-divide sa 25,000. Give me the final answer. Same process kanina. Jasmine. Mag-unmute ka tabi, Jasmine. Kanina, day ka nadadangog. Sige mo lang,
19?
raise. Pera?
19,529.96.
19,529.96 pesos. The same answer po sa iba. Siyang may ibang answer.
Parehas lang po, madam.
Okay, so this is now the ano po digde? This is the present value. Now, pag inaput kong pera, ay sorry, bilang yan. Now, pag inaput kong pera sa interest, so sa future value, bawasan mo lang kang present. Ito sa interest. Ay sorry, 529.96. Now, pera sa interest. Kaya ini. If the future value is 25,000, yung computed natin na present value is 19,529.96. How much is the interest?
₱5,470.04, madam.
0.04 pesos. Yan ang magiging interest. Okay. Mapahapyaw ako digde sa converting years to months. Halimbawa, you have 3 years and 8 months. Pera ang value kang T if you have 3 years and 8 months. Pag-araw ka ni, ining 3 years, iyon na yan yung whole number. 3 point. Ang 8 months, i-convert ka sa year, 8 over 12 equals. So, ay di-divide mo lang. 8 divided by 12 equals, nag-round off ini. This is 0.666. Repeating ang 6. So, pag-araw ka ning case, ang gigibuhon nindo, since di kita pwede mag 0.67 iyo, rounded off na yan, bako na accurate sa final answer. So ining 8 over 12, i-convert lang ini sa lowest term, pero ang lowest term ka ini, divided by 4, 2/3. So ang gagamitin mo digdi, bako na decimal, kasi di pwede mag-round off. So 3 and 2/3. Ini ang gagamitin mo sa calculator. For T. Now, halimbawa naman, you have 5 years and 2 months. So, ang T mo digde is equal to, o ikaw ka ng 5 years, so 5.2 over 12. So, calculator ulit, 2 divided by 12. The same. This is 0.1 repeating ang 6. So since di kita pwede mag-round off, mag-round off, lowest term. 1, 6. So 5 and 1, 6. Ini ang i-input sa calculator. Any question po sa, wala na, last na yan. Any question po sa discussion for today?
Wala.
Wala po. So kung wala ng question, attendance na lang tayo. Pwede pa open ng camera. Attendance.
Ma'am, gusto mo kilok?
Yan o.
Lukban.
Wow. Pwede man. Kasi Wednesday pa ako pa-school.
Maaari na magtukdol ka digdi.
Grabe ka sako. Okay. So iba di mo nag-open camera. Screenshot ako ha.
Wait.